downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles. Interleague Baseball next. John Means gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in time for the first down. So bases are empty with one gone, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. First delivery to him. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. And it's fouled away. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in next, Freddy Freeman. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fastball well outside.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Fouled off. Acuna, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Two balls and a strike to Freeman. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
To the plate now, Austin Riley. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. 13 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. Now the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Two and 1 now. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. Now the 2-1. To short, hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. The Orioles due up in the first. No score. Max Fried gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him if he runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
And now here is Ramon Urias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, the second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Next, here is Jorge Mateo. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 18 homers, and 49 runs batted in. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Well, he's following a code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
One and one. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Marcell Ozuna.
Left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball one. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem is I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 1 for 5. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Adam Duvall, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Adam Duvall. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 16 homers and 46 driven in. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him. One left for Atlanta to the bottom of the second. No score. Now into the box, Trey Mancini set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Trey Mancini.
First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. And that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Next up is Anthony Santander, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming, here it is. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Grounded to the right. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Santander leads off first with one away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking, strike three.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Into the box now, DJ Stewart down the third baseline. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So one gone for the Braves here in the third, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2. So next up will be Freddy Freeman. Now the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Case in point, they currently rank last in the league in team batting average and on-base percentage. On that note, one of the hitters told me, "I'd be lying if I told you it isn't frustrating for everyone. We're all really competitive guys in that clubhouse, so to be where we are is probably keeping some guys up at night." Sounds like a group looking for answers, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First offering. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Valaika, 28 years old, manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in 2 things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. So now here is Jahmai Jones, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And now the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Going back is the right fielder into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Now back, second baseman,
At the plate, Ramon Urias. So he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Hit on the ground to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. And stepping in, Jorge Mateo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run there for Jorge Mateo. 6th home run on the season for him as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another take-measure shot shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
At the plate now, Cedric Mullins. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 2 and the Braves nothing. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Austin Riley.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Now batting, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
So now to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Riley aboard here at first with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Urias shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
Urias takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Next to hit, Jorge Soler worked a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A pause, and the 0-2 runs a bit inside for a ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here comes the 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Next to hit is Adam Duvall. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
No balls and a strike to count. 2 men are on with 2 men out. One and one. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1 and 2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Now another 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3 and 2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here's Trey Mancini. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1 and 1.
Hit hard on the ground to the right, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Anthony Santander, the next bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. A ball and a strike. This one's down to third. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Standing in now, Pedro Severino. As he'll wait out a breaking pitcher that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike two. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Mancini on second. Santander on at first with nobody out. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Here's the 3-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, DJ Stewart. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, man.
Into the box, Pat Valaika, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Valaika is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And he lays off for ball one.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run scores. And he's safe.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe one batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Into the box now, Jahmai Jones. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. He homered back in the third inning in this one. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set and the pitch. Comes set and the 0-1. Three runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Malaika in foul ground. But this will land untouched. Again, another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on his way. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And another foul ball. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Santander waits on it, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and digging in at the plate next will be Jorge Mateo.
The shortstop, Jorge.
Number 56 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 56.
Now the first pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cedric Mullins comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Count 1 and 2.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Hit out towards second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Ready now for Baltimore. Trey Mancini, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 0-1. Down the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's the first baseman, Freddy Freeman. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Fouled off. Ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Full count, 3-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
To the plate now, Austin Riley. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 14 on the season. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
At the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. High and deep down the left field line. but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Lifted down the line and left. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Up next for
And
Atlanta,
that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 1 for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Orioles 5 and the Braves 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander.
the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and when you need it like you did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate, Pedro Severino, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So now to the plate, DJ Stewart. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Pitch on the way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. On to the back 3rd tonight. Stick around on the show. Connor Wade is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jorge Soler, and they could use a spark from him here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Now here it comes.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Urias into shallow center. He's there and records the first out. Up next, Adam Duvall. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. On a line, that's a base hit in left field.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out of his level.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Here comes the 0-1 to the right side and through. A base hit. Duvall rounds the corner and is headed home, and he's safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Acuna digs in now as he'll take a look at the pitch. Too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the stretch. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Ronald Acuna has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Green comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th. Into the box, Freddy Freeman chopped weakly to the left. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball. 1-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-1. Right side and right into the shift. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate here is Austin Riley.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
He's right there. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Get up and stretch, all even at 5 apiece. Striding in is Pat Valaika. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. And there's one away. Next, it'll be Jumai Jones. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And the slider gets him swinging to gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Ramon Urias, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Skied into straightaway right. Duvall gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. This remains a 5-all ball game. Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. From the stretch. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. And that one yanked just foul.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Ready with the 0-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
3 and 2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3 and 2.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Coming forward now is the Braves' designated hitter, Jorge Soler. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
breaking ball called just a bit low. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A 1-2 pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. Our score holds at 5 apiece. In now for the O's, Jorge Mateo. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Chris Martin will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 delivery. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
To the plate now, Cedric Mullins. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now here it comes. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Ball 1 to start the at bat. The 1-0 home.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
At the plate now, Anthony Santander. Strike taken to throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Comes set, the 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
2-1, here it is.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He's set, the 3-2.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Plate now is Adam Duvall. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. He's set. Here it comes. Hit to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next to dig in, Ozzie Albies singled in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jones finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. This ball game still tied 5-all. Stepping in once again is Pedro Severino for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
Severino.
He's set and the pitch. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Luke Jackson comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
The batter, number 24.
Into the box now. DJ Stewart ripped down the line and gets down, and with nobody out, will they push it? But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. 1-0 the count. Breaks for the plate, and now a late squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. Jackson is there, and he has it for the out. Chance to walk it off, and now here is Jumai Jones, and a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
The 0-1. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed rivet.
And there's ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Ramon Urias. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
The 0-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count. 3-2.
The whole ball game comes down to one pitch. Execute, give yourself a chance. Leave it outside the zone. You're going home.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
One-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Baltimore came through and it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Connor Green wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.